All right, shop truck. It took me probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 months to find and purchase this truck. Maybe I was a little bit too picky, or maybe I was looking for too good of a deal. I don't know. But anyway, I finally have it. I just got license plates for it yesterday. I'm tickled pink that I have something that I can tow my vehicles with that will help. Gosh, my construction equipment and materials for my mezzanine and other shop improvements, it's been hauling those. It's been taking like loads of, I don't know, old racing tires and just sort of junk to the dump. It's been a really nice vehicle to have. But anyway, let me give you guys a quick walk around, tell you guys the story a little bit, and I don't know, hope you like it. Here's a quick exterior walk around. I guess to give you the very basics, it's a 2007 Chevy Silverado 2500. It does have the 6.6 turbo Duramax diesel engine. It's my first diesel ever, so it's kind of a new experience for me. It does have the Allison transmission and all that stuff. It's a one-owner truck. It's lived most of its life in Louisiana, the neighbor state to where I am, and it has never seen salted roads, and is honestly in really pretty nice shape. So I do suspect that it's had paint before. When I looked carefully, I noticed that it did have. It's got cab corners are good. Rockers look good. I got just a tiniest little bit of rust starting right there. That's the only place on the whole truck where I've seen any rust whatsoever, and I think that's probably the most common place for these vehicles to have rust. It's just a kind of a plain steel wheel truck. I can always put better wheels and tires on it if I ever want to, but for now these are completely fine with me. Doesn't really have any very obvious blemishes or anything. There is one big old dent right in the hood. I'll show you guys that here in a second. I think it's what's called a cat eye truck, given that it's from 2007. And here's the big old dent. I don't know, it's like the size of my finger. I think something maybe fell over and landed on it. It hasn't gone through the paint, and I don't really know how to pull it out without PDR. But honestly, I don't even care. I mean, it's not a beauty queen, that's for sure. It's literally meant just to haul stuff and move my cars around. I'll get the hood open here in a little bit and also show you the interior. If I have time, I'm running a little bit short right now, but I may put it up in the air and we can look at it from the bottom as well. But this is the walk around for now. All right, well, we've got it up on the lift. Let's see what it looks like underneath. I'll try and get some light on it here as well. Sorry for the flickering. I think my light and the camera are fighting on frame rates or something. Let's look in the back. See, the rockers on this side look really good. I think it's had rockers already, because I think the stock rockers have little dimples in them, but whoever did it did really a wonderful job, I think. Here's what the back wheel wells look like. Man, looks really, I mean, without knowing any better, it looks really solid to me. Let's look at it from underneath. I'll freely admit that I'm not really 1,000% confident under here yet, given that I don't have like the frame cradle lift points yet, or pads, I guess they're called. But anyway, here we are underneath. Here's the old Allison transmission. It's my front drive shaft. oil filters. Man, it looks like just a good old truck, a good old Southern truck. For being 20 years old, I think it really looks pretty decent. Yeah, a little tiny bit of corrosion there, but not bad, right? Let me come around. Honestly, looks pretty good. I guess they come with an aluminum drive shaft. Anyway, I'm not complaining. While I was searching for them, I've seen much, much worse examples of these trucks. Unfortunately, especially northern trucks that had to deal with salt on the roads. But man, this one looks really nice. I'm not complaining one bit. I mean, look at this back wheel well. Definitely it's seen its share of gravel roads and has been spattered with rocks and whatnot. A tiny bit of rust here and there if you look really close. But not bad, right? Anyway, I'm pleased with it. I'll show you guys inside and under the hood next, once I have it back on the ground. All right, well, I pulled one wheel off just to kind of have a look, see how the brakes are doing. Brakes look really good. Looks like, you know, brand new discs. Can't really see. Almost looks like it's got new discs, but it used the old pads. Maybe somebody did a little shortcut work there, but man, this all looks good. Man, all this looks good. Like literally for something that's 20 years old, I just have zero complaints. Just none at all. I mean, I could make up some, but come on, man, for a 2007 truck, I think it was built in August of 2006 is when the sticker shows it coming off the assembly line. Man, no complaints at all. I feel like I'm really lucky to have gotten this thing. Not sure if I've talked to you guys about price or not. I don't think so, not yet. I spent months and months and months looking for a 2007 LBZ. For some reason, I locked in on that year and model that I wanted. And man, I'm seeing them in the $39,000 range and the $45,000 range. You know, these are all probably for lower miles than what I have. I think my truck has 170,000 miles. But I ended up buying it from a dealership in kind of rural Louisiana, where the first owner of this truck had lived all their life. And I ended up spending, I think it was $24,500 for it. And again, it's like by far the cheapest one of the trucks that I found that doesn't have like massive rust everywhere. And it runs like a champ. Like the front end is tight. You know, I've shaken the wheels and, you know, checked the ball joints and just everything. There's no play in the steering. It instantly starts. It doesn't smoke. So I guess the lesson I'm learning is that, you know, if I have just a little bit of patience, and it might take me, I think, geez, it took 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months maybe to both find and negotiate this deal. It actually sold a couple of times during the time that I was negotiating for it. And it turns out that that buyer was, or those buyers were trying to get financing for it, which on a 20-year-old truck's pretty tough to get. So those deals fell through. Very lucky for me. In the end, I actually didn't even have a chance to fly out there to take a really close look at it. The dealer was really nice and sent me videos and pictures and lots of commentary. And I finally just wired him cash and told him to ship it to me, which he did. It took about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days for the truck to arrive. But anyway, now it's mine, and I don't think I'll ever let it go. I mean, it rides like a truck, believe it or not, because it doesn't ride anything like any of the half-ton trucks I've owned in the past. It definitely is a 3/4 ton stiff ride, you know, vehicle. But that's okay. I wasn't expecting a Cadillac, right? I was expecting a work truck. Anyway, that's it for this. I'll probably cut to the inside or maybe to the engine bay here shortly. All right, and then the last couple looks. Here's the engine bay. From what I can tell, everything's just stock, which is completely fine with me. I think it came with 650 foot-pounds of torque or anything, which is probably more than I'll really need. I guess it has an aftermarket or K&N air filter in it, intake tube, but anyway, that's the engine bay. And then the interior, also not really anything to write home about. It's, you know, cloth seats interior, but honestly totally good enough for what I'm looking for. I think things are actually in really pretty nice shape for, again, for the age. Let me walk around to the driver's side. One thing I did notice, even though I said it's completely stock, I did notice this guy. So I think the last owner may have had a tow mode or something that he would turn on. I don't know if that would get him better fuel economy or what it would get him. But on the inside, there's this thing. And then other than that, just, you know, the regular old standard GMT 800 interior. So yeah, this totally works for me, and this totally works for second wind, and I think that this truck will probably do just fine for every single task we give it. All right, I think that wraps it up. I got my license plates on, I got my window sticker on. Everything checks out and looks good from underneath too. First time I've actually had a chance to really look at the truck from the bottom. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like the shop truck, and that's it. See you guys soon. Thanks again.